the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of September 21st, 2020. Every week we chat about the things parents are talking about, complaining about, and obsessing about right now. I'm Nicole Erdix, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Terry Morrow.
Hello.
This week we're complaining about what we really miss right now and obsessing about how much financial support adult kids should receive. We're also taking a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today we're talking about how to prepare for the coming winter season in the time of a pandemic, right? Mm-hmm. Catherine, you were the one that first spotted this article.
Yes.
It was at vice.com, and the title of the article is Small Ways to Prepare Home for Winter Pandemic. So if basically states that if you're already dreading winter, here are some small ways that you should prepare now. For example, get your flu shot, join a support group, start exercising, solve one small recurring problem, get your clothing ready, upgrade your home office, plan some virtual social events.
When you list them all out, it sounds like a lot because the article is like small things to do. But I just liked kind of the tone of like, okay, this is coming. We can help ourselves be a little more prepared than of course maybe we were back in the spring when the pandemic first started and we had no idea what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what I liked about this article was just like, here's how to maybe be a little proactive about some of what's going to go down.
Yes. I noticed one of the things they have is small things that bring joy. New mug. I would love to get a new mug, and it would bring me such joy, but my husband would say, there are 50 mugs in the closet. Do not bring another mug into this house. What are you doing? So maybe what I need is
it wouldn't bring joy.
Rotate the mugs seasonally. Maybe that's what I should do. Not just use the same ones.
Did you not see on social media that somebody for their, I don't know if it was a pandemic project or not, but they built a mug wall.
Oh,
wow.
A wall of little tiny shelves for their mugs because they were doing the Starbucks collection.
Nice.
Like I have.
Like you
so
have,
that's cool.
So they did a built-in shelves for all their mugs.
Nice. My husband would not approve, but I would enjoy that very much because some of them have like sentimental value.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Even if I don't ever use them. I like knowing they're there. This is my clutter problem, pretty much, in a nutshell. Things are comforting.
So how are you preparing, Catherine?
I'm thinking about, so at my son's school, his high school, right now, the way they have the schedule, instead of having staggered lunch times, they have everybody taking lunch at the same time, and they're encouraged to leave the building. So where it used to be that only juniors and seniors could leave at lunchtime, now everybody can go. And, and what's nice is that the high school is kind of surrounded by parks and lawns and, there's picnic table. There's like lots of space for them to spread out. There's a few restaurants, there's a few little places that that are within walking distance. That they could pick up food. But what my son has been doing is packing lunch and meeting up with friends outside in the park. And it's really working well. But I'm like, how long can this last? Because it's going to get cold here and they're not going to want to be outside.
Right.
Also, I would think, is there any supervision at all? Is anybody keeping an eye out?
No. They just have to be back in time.
That would make me nervous.
Yeah. So far, it seems to be working really well. It's nice because, like, it used to be that, you might not have the same lunch period as your friends.
Right.
And now, of course, they all have lunch at the same time. So that's kind of good.
What do the businesses think of them all descending?
Oh, they're probably happy. I mean, it's business for them.
True. Yeah.
Right.
They also got some kind of a federal grant or something where all the food is free at the cafeteria. So,
Oh,
yeah, from now until the end of the calendar year.
Wow.
And they can like go in the cafeteria and buy food and take it outside too. So anyway, this is slightly off topic, but it's just making me think of like, is there anything we can do to prepare for cold weather for that?
right.
I mean, I know in like Scandinavia, they have preschools that meet outside year round, and they just,
Oh, yes, that's right.
they just bundle up and maybe they have fires or something. I don't know. They just wear clothing, wear lots of, yeah. So, but you know, we're dealing with teenagers here who wear shorts when it's 40 degrees
They will not wear
outside.
the appropriate clothing.
No.
I can attest to that myself. I remember trying to sneak out of the house in seriously cold weather and not wearing much at all.
Right.
So.
Anyway, but I think,
That's a problem.
you know, I'm sort of in the back of my head trying to brainstorm what we might do for that, for the high school kids. And for myself, you know, I love the idea of like solve a small recurring annoying problem.
Yes.
Like, you know, they mentioned the trash can is just a little too small, or like I recently, to use my son as an example, once again, he has his little like man cave where he does all of he spends all his time when he's not at school. And he's always got stuff that needs to be recycled and he's not recycling it. So I finally brought him, he just puts it in his trash can, and then I go in there and pull it out of the trash can. And so I gave him a bag for his recycling. So, and he'll do it if he has the bag, then he'll do it. So that sort of little thing can help, I think.
Yeah.
How about you, Terry? What are you doing to...
Oh, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. And I certainly like, you know, the dividing of the year into seasons to keep it from all being the same thing when we're still basically cooped up and life is weird. I will be switching my closet over, as I do twice a year. And I'm still doing my little thing of having to wear everything in my closet once before I wear anything twice. So there's some summer things that didn't get as much wear as they usually did, and I shall feel sad as I put them in a box. But it worked out good. I like spreading the love. So that's always a big chore to take everything, all the winter stuff out, put all the summer stuff away. I'm not looking forward to doing that, but I'm looking forward to it being done.
Right.
And it does mean that there's like really something new every day now, you know, once you do that it's like this one chore of the day of getting dressed. You have a whole new selection. But there's probably other things in the house that I could do that for as well. Just switch over seasonally.
Your mugs.
Like my mugs. I'm definitely going to think about how I can do that because I have so many mugs I never use because I just always use the same 3. And they're just stacked up there kind of ridiculously. But I could probably move a different one into rotation every week or something. That's an interesting idea. And, you know, I like the idea of, they mentioned upgrading your home office setup. But realistically, there's just stuff I need and there's no way to arrange it neatly. I have tried many different ways. So it will just continue being the same disaster. Every now and then I move around the pieces of clutter. But, you know, then it's dusty and I sneeze. So maybe it's better just to leave them where they are.
Right.
But I like the idea of it. Social events, that's interesting. If there's social events you have, it would be actually nice to have virtual social events in the winter so you don't have to go out.
Yeah. And the article talks about like, you know, remember how in the spring we all had like, you know, a whole bunch of different Zoom calls and things like that set up.
Right.
And a lot of those have fallen by the wayside, and maybe now's the time to try to resurrect those. So
Yeah.
I know my book club, we really haven't had any meetings or done anything since the pandemic. We had one Zoom call that wasn't a club meeting. It was just a chat. But now next week we're going to have an actual meeting, but it's going to be on Zoom. So that's finally coming back in a way.
Yeah, I'm going to really miss opportunities to be outside because I've been taking a walk every day. And that's like, vitamin D is supposed to be good for so many things. And so I feel like I'm getting my vitamin D, I'm getting my exercise, I'm getting my family time because we all usually walk together or some portion of us because they don't want me to walk alone because maybe I'll fall. But, I don't know. Once it gets cold, we're not going to want to do that so much. And once it gets cold and wet and nasty, we're not going to do it at all. So I guess the treadmill only serves one of those functions. Yeah. And I don't know how to get the other functions in. I don't know how to get outside time in when it's not pleasant outside. And I'm really going to miss that. So maybe I need to put my mind to that. Where would I go? What would I do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I have trouble with, you can bundle up to keep warm, but the slippery, snow and ice is a problem. So
right.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I've got just the opposite.
Right.
Where I live, we look forward to winter because that's when it's finally cold enough to go outside.
That's true.
Summers that are 120 degrees Fahrenheit. We look forward to the cooler weather because that's when we can walk and do all of our hike and golf, play tennis, whatever. So do all of our pursuits that we couldn't do in the actual summer here. So I'm excited because I've been cooped up all summer. I feel like I've been living a winter here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the colder weather.
Soak up some vitamin D for all of us too then.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I haven't had any all summer because who the heck wants to go outside in this heat? So
that's true. I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, we've been cooped up in here with the air conditioning running all the time and just putting our toe outside if we have to, absolutely have to. But so I feel like it's the opposite issue here. So I'm quite excited for winter. Bring it on.
Yeah.
I want to open my windows and have some fresh air in this house. So that's where I'm at.
Well, we'll all be jealous of Nicole as she is enjoying the sunshine, but we'll have to check in a few months and see how we're all doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that'll be it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment themed round 2 and later in the week to see what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or on Twitter where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.